Hey guys, welcome back to the Blitz. All right, today I got a nice jersey I want to show you guys, and it is Mr. Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV. You guessed it, Mr. CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud was born in Cucamonga, California. He went to Cucamonga High School, and then when he graduated, he went to the University of Ohio State. In his very first year at Ohio State, he was backing up, of course, Justin Fields, and he only got to play one down that year, and it was a 48-yard touchdown run. Of course, his second year was great with Marvin Harrison Jr. And that all-star cast they had up there in Ohio State. They had a pretty good year. His next year, of course, he carried Ohio State all the way almost to the end. He took on the powerhouse of the Georgia Bulldogs and Stetson Bennett and Brock Bowers, and they came up 1 point short of winning the championship. And while at Ohio State, he set quite a few records. He did throw for nearly 600 yards in one game. And there's been quarterbacks out there that's thrown 6 touchdowns in one game. It's happened some. CJ Stroud did it 3 times. That's 18 touchdowns in 3 games. He also fell short in the Heisman that year, finishing second behind Bryce Young of Alabama. And yeah. Who is Bryce Young? Where's he at? Exactly. He definitely should have went number 1 overall, but of course Bryce Young got taken by the Carolina Panthers, number 1 overall in the draft in 2022. And also, everybody knows about the Lovie Smith. All he had to do was not make a 4th down in the last game of the season, and he would have got the number 1 overall pick, and they would have taken Bryce Young. He was projected to go number 1 to whoever had the overall pick. Well, Lovie Smith went for it on 4th and 19. That's a little less than a mile, and he picked up the 1st down. They ended up getting a touchdown, and all they had to do was go for a field goal, and they would have tied the game and go to overtime, see what happens. Lovie Smith said, nope, we're going for 2. He went for 2, got it, won the ball game. So they fell to number 2 on the drafting chart behind Carolina. And of course, Lovie Smith lost his job. They brought in D'Amico Ryans. He was an ex-Texan as well. That's actually, the Texans drafted him in the 2nd round way back. They brought him back as the head coach. He was all in on CJ Stroud, taking him number 2 overall in the draft. And of course, Deshaun Watson had just left the Texans. He demanded a trade. He wanted out, so they shipped him off to Cleveland, where I think he's pretty much ended his career at this point. Between his subpar play and his off-the-field antics that he's dealing with, I think his NFL career is pretty much done. And they also traded away D-Hop. Nobody's seen that coming. D-Hop is definitely a Pro Bowl caliber receiver. Of course, he's with my Titans this year. So in CJ's first year as a Texan, he was named a starter. Not only a starter, but the captain. Like I said, D'Amico went all in on CJ Stroud. And to me, I think CJ Stroud has been the best rookie quarterback that's ever came into the NFL. And that's saying something, because Joe Burrow came in on fire. There's been quite a few quarterbacks over the years that have came in and made a difference immediately on their team. But I don't think any of them have done what CJ Stroud has done. He came in to an okay team, It wasn't a bad team. They have a really, really good defense. They have a really good offensive line. That's the heart of football. If you can't win in the trenches, you're not going to win the game. So he comes in with Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz. He had a pretty decent lineup. Brown was also one of his receivers that had a pretty good year for him. They made it all the way to the playoffs. They won a playoff game. He was the youngest starting quarterback in history to win a playoff game. And of course, they ended up losing to the Ravens, which is a powerhouse. They didn't play well that game. It was a really bad way to end the season, but they did have an amazing, amazing season. And of course, CJ won the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, and he was also in his first Pro Bowl. And I see many, many more for this young man to come. And to see what D'Amico and the coaching staff and everyone down in Houston has put together over the last 2 years is just amazing. They have put an all-star cast together, like I said, with Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, Tank Dell. They brought in Michi. They have brought in Joe Mixon, which I think had a pretty good year last year. I think with this offensive line, I think he's going to do some great things down in Houston. And then they go out and get Stefon Diggs. People are saying, oh, Stefon Diggs is going to mess up the chemistry. It's not going to work out. He wants the ball every play. Trust me, if you're a receiver in the NFL, whether you're riding the bench or you're number one on the team, you want the ball. That's just the way it is. Everybody wants the ball when it comes to being a receiver or running back. You can't produce if you don't have the ball in your hands. So Stefon Diggs has a few years under him now. I think he is an excellent fit for the Houston Texans. I don't think he's going to mess up the chemistry at all. I think he's going to come in there and he's going to support this cast that's been put together by the Texans. And I expect the Texans to go deep, deep into the playoffs. Whether they can win it all, I don't know if they have the experience to do that, but I expect them to go very, very deep in the playoffs. And I know I did an unboxing on this jersey, but I just wanted to show it off one more time. This is the game edition of the CJ Stroud. It still feels a little rubbery. It wasn't like it was when I first took it out of the box. It was hot off the presses, and I could literally stick my hand to it and lift it up. That's how sticky the numbers were when I got this jersey. But yeah, just absolutely beautiful jersey. They had the new H-Town to come out about the same time, but I really wanted this jersey. I love the way the 7 is. Heads the Texans across there. I'm probably still going to get the H-Town. It's a different jersey, and it almost made my list of jerseys I would never buy. But it's one of those that's growing on me. The more I see it, I think I'll end up buying it one day. Now take a look at this. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful jersey. And of course, the name on the back, Mr. CJ Stroud. I think he's going to have a great year this year. I think the Texans are going to do great. This is the Fuse Game Edition. Feels very comfortable. Of course, it's loose on me. This is an XL. I am 200 pounds, 5'9", and it comes basically down to my fingertip length. It's not as cut as the limited editions or especially the elite editions. Hopefully I can get the elite or the limited whenever they come available. Getting a CJ Stroud shirt is very, very difficult. They did bring out the game editions again. They seem to pump those out way before the limited or the elite jerseys come out. Once they are available, hopefully I can get me a CJ Stroud. He is an amazing quarterback. He's an amazing Christian, and I wish him well in the NFL. And I look forward to seeing this young man play his career. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my video today. Like I said, I did an unboxing on this once before. I don't think I did it justice. So I wanted to bring it out. And so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down there so my content can reach more people out there. And hit that notification bell so you'll know when my new videos drop. So until next time, guys, take care.